Gambling, the hobby many people have as an attachment to seeking the thrill of things, indicative of a person so far gone they aren't able to experience normal life without making an existential altering risk at the expense of everything else. It's this simple hedonistic nature in Kaiji that captivates and allures the viewer into wanting more. Not knowing the outcome of a risk is scary, but knowing the outcome of a calculated risk and still losing despite that is even scarier. That is the feeling I got when I watched Kaiji. The compulsive, risk-taking, gullible but intuitive idiot. Yes, Kaiji is the most gullible person that has an IQ of Albert Einstein. So why, in spite of the fact of this, does he still lose? Is it due to his empathetic nature he overcompensates in forgiving someone, literally sacrificing himself to ensure another person's safe? Or does he purposefully dig his own grave by putting himself in constant debt, then having to repetitively pay it off in some way, shape or form? It is this everlasting gambling addiction that makes Kaiji empathetic towards those he creates relation with, as he gets what being stuck and losing control over your own life feels like, so he decides to take hefty risks at his own expense throughout the show. Naturally, it's this fundamental self-deprecation in Kaiji that links the plot to Kaiji's arduous struggles. Even when he wins, he always finds a way to lose, the equivalent amount he had just won. It is for this very reason watching Kaiji is a spectacle, even though it may feel like you are experiencing the stagnation of a man that contradicts his own success. But why is it that the show is so interesting? Well, the exaggeration of predetermining what happens when you lose a bet makes this suspenseful atmosphere, setting up for the next astounding plot twist. Whilst integrating this philosophy that manipulation and dark psychology controls the world of gambling, and the person who ascertains more knowledge will likely have control over the gamble, and in essence, the life of the person that is gambling against him. Pitting constant stakes against Kaiji makes you start rooting for him to succeed and escape mediocrity, as you also witness the evolution of his character throughout the show. It's this concept of life or death, do or die, that really breathes life into the show, and a never-ending anticipation for the next action. Conversely, seeing Kaiji wiggle his way through unbeatable situations and odds creates a new perspective on manipulation and gambling. The life lesson Kaiji teaches by showing you how to be integral, loyal, and intuitive makes the show give off an even more valuable impression. Kaiji's profound outlook towards life makes him a great main character, as he uses any means necessary to win, by setting aside his pride and using his wits to outsmart the opponent. The side characters also create some great dialogue and interactions, as they all have detailed personalities and show different beliefs. I think one aspect of the show that particularly stands out is how the characters always try to one-up each other by using unconventional methods to get a win. Spoiler warning. For example, Kaiji versus Tonegawa. Kaiji finds a way to outsmart Tonegawa by manipulating him into thinking that the transceiver he placed on his ear was still in contact with Kaiji, inadvertently sending statistics on Kaiji's heart rate and other ratings, allowing Tonegawa to predict Kaiji's next move. But Kaiji literally 200 IQ'd Tonegawa by making another person hold his chopped off ear, sending that person's signal instead of Kaiji's. Even the time when Kaiji beat someone in rock paper scissors by detecting their demeanor through body language and coming up to Kaiji at a specific time to verse him. This is precisely what gives this anime a creative spin on the standard gambling animes. There's always a way to manipulate the system, or is there? The interesting thing is, even after manipulating the system, Kaiji still somehow loses, making you dazed at the outcome and seeking more, as to justify what just had occurred, creating a sort of unwarranted curiosity in the viewer's minds. By combining the simplistic but effective art style, innovative plot, and characters, the show maintains a steady flow of versatility, especially with the addition of suspenseful gambling scenes and great character development sprinkled on top. With the show's main theme being either cheat or be cheated, having the most weight as Kaiji tries to find out how to beat his opponents and redeem his large debt he owes. Money, just like in the real world, dictates most of the gambling stakes in Kaiji. Somehow every time Kaiji gets the money, he loses it straight after inadvertently increasing his debt, as the more time he spends not paying it off, the interest compounds on it. The show directs this sense of urgency to take action and make a gamble that will somehow turn your life around or destroy it. In summary, the complex plot twists, unpredictable methods, and unconventional portrayal creates an allure unrelated to anything else. You just get a feeling that you're watching Kaiji, and on the edge of your seat for the very next move. So before watching Kaiji, I suggest you prepare yourself for a roller coaster of wild emotions, as they flood you with confusion, suspense, happiness, and even sadness, which are experienced when watching a series like Kaiji. So that's why I also think you should watch Kaiji. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and sub, and as always,